Golden Wildfire. Field of Beginnings. The Federation successfully aids the Imperial Army, and together they pursue the Kingdom and Church forces. However, Claude's sole aim is to eliminate Archbishop Rhea. While Edelgard contends with the Royal Army, Claude and his forces go after the Church. In their pursuit, they arrive at the Teal'c Plains, where Zahras and Nemesis battled long ago.
It's not much further to Kingdom territory. Once we've crossed the border, we'll march through the Teal'c Plains and make our way to Ferdiad.
The plains of Teal'c are the largest in all of Fargus. As I recall, they're also where a well-known battle took place long ago.
We're going by land instead of sea this time, huh? I have to admit, I prefer it this way.
We may have taken a wild little detour, but we're finally back to marching on the Kingdom capital.
Claude, are you sure it would not be prudent to ask the Imperial Army for assistance? They certainly owe us after that last battle.
The Imperial Army changed course to travel west, and Edelgard went after them. They're well on their way to Aryan Road. Most of the Kingdom's forces have gathered in the west as well. Rhea and her troops are the only ones who fled north.
I don't get it. Sure, it makes sense for the Kingdom to reinforce their position on the Western Front. They're losing ground there after all. But is the King of Fargus really abandoning the defense of his capital city and the Church?
I can't claim to know what his intentions are, but I suspect Dimitri's decided to leave the rest to me.
What's that supposed to mean? What in the world could the king of an enemy territory trust you with?
I think I get it. Dimitri is counting on Claude. The Central Church is just a millstone around the Kingdom's neck at this point. Dimitri's probably hoping Claude will cut him loose.
Are you suggesting that the king wishes to avoid formally cutting ties with the Central Church and is therefore using us to bring about its demise? I have heard that the Central Church aided the Kingdom when civil war broke out. Perhaps Dimitri feels indebted to the Archbishop, and his knightly values demand he not oppose her directly.
But that's... no. I suppose this is the nature of war.
There's more to it than that. The Kingdom and the Church have a long history, full of reasons why the King can't betray them. Long ago, the hero Lug von Blythed cut down the Adrestian Emperor of his day. In fact, their battle took place on the Teal'c Plains, which we're just about to cross. The Church mediated the conflict and recognized House Blythed's independence, leading to the founding of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. As you might have guessed, that's how they got the holy bit in their name.
So essentially, abandoning the Church would mean turning their back on the very group to whom they owe their independence.
And that's why Dimitri wants the fledgling Leicester Federation to do his dirty work and abolish the Church in his stead. And that's my guess, anyway. But his reasons are immaterial, since getting rid of the Church is what we've been after all along. For the sake of our future and the free world to come, we'll tear down the Central Church and put an end to Rhea.
You can count on it. And if they run off to Ferdiad, we'll just have to conquer the capital to get to them.
That's the spirit. You know, kid, you've really become someone we can depend on. And now, Your Majesty, we await your official order.
You got it, Judith. It's time to fling open the doors to a whole new era. All forces, advance!
I have a proposal.
I've got an idea. I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Yep, I've got this.
One step at a time.
Over here!
What did you need?
Excuse me. Did you need something?
How are you? Let me see.
Let's see.
That's all.
Hold on. Let's do this.
Thoughts? Okay, so...
Did you need me? Let's see. I'll do it. Wait a minute. Interesting. Welcome. Thanks a bunch.
What's going on?
Wait a minute. Interesting. Well, hello there. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Nothing to report. Greetings, friend. Got it.
Well...
Let's get to work.
Yeah.
We have work to do.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
What did you need?
here.
Hey.
What do you think?
I don't think so.
Excuse me. A moment.
Huh?
Listen up.
Let's see.
Let's talk. Excellent. Ah.
I see.
You there. You there. Ready and willing.
Hold on a moment. What seems to be the problem?
You must speak.
Ah.
Looking good. Oh, yeah.
Looking good.
Did you know? Listen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Let's see.
I'll take care of this.
Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me. It's good to see you again.
Greetings. Let's think about that.
Hey. I have to tell you.
Greetings.
Let's see.
Do my ears deceive me?
Look who it is. How's that?
Right on.
Uh-huh. One step at a time. Well, if you're sure, I promise I'll take good care of it. I want you to have this. It means a lot to me.
Hey, you gotta hear this!
What's up, Raphael? You're looking extra cheerful today.
Have you seen the looks on all the soldiers' faces lately? Don't they seem way more motivated?
Oh yeah, I was wondering what was going on with that.
Well, I was curious too, so I asked. And you know what they said?
Is it because they got a pay bump? Finances are always a great motivator, I found.
Come on! Not everyone's fighting just for the money.
Sorry. Guess I can't help but look at things from a mercenary's perspective.
They all said it was because of the food!
You don't mean...
Yep, they've all been eating the dishes we came up with. You know, with the smoked meat and the rotten food.
Hey, didn't I tell you not to call it rotten? In any case, our hard work definitely paid off. And the food's great too, if I do say so myself.
Right? I could eat that stuff over and over again and never get sick of it.
And it's a big hit with the soldiers too. They said they actually get excited for mealtime now. Plus, it's made them fight way harder in battle.
I'm really glad everyone's so happy with it. Makes all our effort feel completely worthwhile.
You bet. See, food's important no matter who, when, or where you are.
Yeah, back in my mercenary days, I'd scarf down any old scrap so long as I was full at the end of it. But I've changed my outlook. Honestly, I feel like I can work even harder now that I can look forward to all my meals. And I never would have gotten here without you, Raphael. Thanks.
Huh. I was just thinking the same thing about you. Guess we helped each other equally.
You know, I scrounged up every last piece of gold I could find just so I could go to the Officers' Academy and become a knight. But once it shut down, opening the inn was basically my only option. But then, running the inn helped me realize all sorts of important stuff too. And now I'm sure, once this war's all wrapped up, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to become the best innkeeper in all of Fodlan.
Sounds like a solid plan. But you'll probably need to up your cooking game even more if that's the end goal.
Yeah, I bet I'll have to train under a real great chef to get me where I want to be. Oh, and while I'm at it, I'm gonna come up with a brand new style of cooking. Something that'll really work my muscles.
What would that even look like?
Well, I don't know. I haven't invented it yet. Whatever the case, I know what I want to do now.
Hey, what do you say to tagging along with me? I think you've got a real knack for this cooking stuff.
I appreciate the offer, but I think I'm gonna have to pass. Mercenary work's where I belong.
So you're gonna stick to being a hired hand, huh? Well, as long as that's what you want to do. Oh, but keep an eye out for an invitation from me. You'll definitely have to come over and try all the rotten food I cook up.
Seriously, stop calling it that. But thanks. I'm looking forward to it, Raphael. Hey, Happy. You got a minute?
I have several. Need something?
So, I heard a little about your past, and I was wondering if you wouldn't mind telling me more about it.
I see. So now you know, huh? Not the most pleasant story. What did you want to know?
I was thinking about how you asked all those questions about my mom. And I realized you were probably worried I went through the same thing as you.
Yeah, that about sums it up. You do have those mysterious powers after all. When I was little, some strange lady kidnapped me. I became a test subject for her twisted experiments. That's how I ended up with my condition, or whatever you want to call it. Not that it's life-threatening.
Safe to say my mom never did anything like that. I'm pretty sure I'd remember it if she did. She didn't really talk much, but I don't think she had a deceitful bone in her body. Her life was kinda just what you'd expect out in a village like that. She did keep to herself, though. Thinking about it more, it's possible she was on the run from someone.
That does sound a little worrying. But in any event, I'm glad you didn't go through what I did. And unlike me, it seems you've got a pretty good handle on your powers.
Yeah, I think I've gotten the hang of them for the most part. But that still doesn't make them safe. One day that sword might overtake me, and I'll turn into a monster. Like something out of a fairy tale.
If that ever happens, I'll just sigh and you'll come running. Then me and all your old friends would put you out of your misery. Now that's a real fairy tale ending.
Well, that won't give me nightmares at all. But if it ever came to it, I think that's how I'd like to go. Mercenaries need to use every weapon and tactic at their disposal. Maybe flinging these powers around isn't such a good idea, but right now, I need to do whatever I can to stay alive. Now honestly, I should probably take a page out of your book and only use them as a last resort. I think that's what makes you pretty incredible, Happy. You've got this power right there, but choose not to use it.
I think that means I just gave up. You're way more amazing because you're still trying. No doubt about it.
No, you're the amazing one. And you can't tell me otherwise.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Anyway, was that all? 'Cause I feel like I need to move.
Yeah, thanks for talking with me. You going to train?
Yep. Figure it couldn't hurt to put in a little effort. You should come too if you're free. I hope to see you there.
Come to think of it. Experiments, huh? What did that dream even mean? Arval. I want to apologize again. I'm really sorry. I can't believe I tried to kill you.
It's all right. I know that wasn't really you.
Still, the one who did it was a part of me. Literally. You asked me about this before, about some mysterious presence within me.
That's right.
Well, sorry I couldn't give you a straight answer back then. Arval told me not to tell anyone. That's the name of the presence that was inside my head, by the way. The one that took control of my body and tried to kill you. Or maybe it was someone else entirely. The one that called himself Epimenides.
Arval and Epimenides, I wonder what manner of beings they are.
Beats me. And it's not like I can just go and ask them now. Honestly, I kinda wish I'd talk to Arval more now that I can't.
That's how these things work, sadly. When you're ready to talk, the person you want to talk to is no longer there.
But there's still so much I don't know. Remember how I got trapped inside that void with Claude and the others after our fight? That's when Arval used the name Epimenides, and then tried to kill us.
Are Arval and Epimenides the same being?
I'd like to think they're different, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Epimenides is just Arval's true identity. I don't know if they were just using me, or if they had some other goal in mind. All I've got are a bunch of mysteries that I'll probably never solve.
I did notice one thing.
What's that?
It was when we were fighting and you were being manipulated. It seemed like Arval was trying to keep your body from getting hurt. They could have fought more recklessly. I don't see why it would have made a difference to them, but they were making sure you weren't harmed.
Seriously, Arval was protecting me?
It's just a feeling I got. But yes, I think that could have been the case.
I guess Arval's the only one who knows the truth. Or as the Zahras folks say, only the goddess knows, right? But hey, thanks for telling me that. Really. It does make me feel better. I've got no choice now but to keep moving forward. Live out the destiny the two of us once shared. Funny, I came here to apologize, but you ended up cheering me up instead. I'll catch you later, okay?
Only the goddess knows, Well, the goddess may have been the one telling you that.
Claude, there's something I need to discuss with you.
Sure, but keep it short. I know I don't look it, but I'm actually pretty busy here.
Are you making light of how I usually respond to your requests?
Hey, don't be like that. It's just a joke. We can talk for hours if you want. I've got all the time in the world.
There's no need. I'm simply passing on a message from my father.
Count Ordelia, huh? Go ahead, I'm all ears. I guess it's no surprise he has a word or two to say to the king. I mean, first the Imperial invasion, now all this unrest sweeping across the land. None of this would have happened if I'd just kept a closer eye on those who slither in the dark.
Hold on. I think you have the wrong idea. My father doesn't want to complain to you. He'd actually like to thank you for bringing the fight with the kingdom to an end, and for rushing to quell the chaos in our territories. He also said he's willing to offer his full cooperation with any of your Majesty's policy proposals. All you need to do is say the word.
I appreciate that. His broad-mindedness has always proven a great help.
Then consider my message delivered. But please, don't put more of a burden on him than necessary. Anxiety has tormented his mind for years now, and he's recently started finding his body less and less willing to cooperate with his brain.
So I've heard. Don't worry, I won't ask any more of him than what's absolutely essential.
Thanks, Claude. I'll do the work of 100 others in my father's place.
Hey, slow down there. You already do too much as it is. Piling more on top of that is just gonna crush you.
And yet, I need to do it all the same. I can't let myself fall behind the other Lester nobles. Most importantly, I need to put an end to this war, so I can start thinking about how to bring peace and stability back to House Ordelia's territory.
I get where you're coming from, but everyone needs a break now and then. Your body's probably screaming at you to get some rest.
I'm all right. While it's true my lifespan is slated to be short, it's not like I'm gonna just drop dead out of the blue. I'm just as healthy as I've ever been, I assure you.
You look fine enough, sure. But there's something lingering beneath the surface weighing you down, isn't there? Something the rest of us can't see. Your body's bound to give out if you keep pushing your limits without taking some time to recuperate.
But...
Listen, Lysithea, I want this war to end just as fast as you do. And once it does, I'm going to settle the score with those who slither in the dark. In other words, it's in your best interest to stick with me. So consider this an order from your king. Stop fighting like you don't have a tomorrow to live for. I mean, I'm still going to need plenty of help once the war is over. I can't have you kicking the bucket before the real fun starts, okay?
Understood. If it's an order from His Majesty himself, I guess I don't have much of a choice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I know I don't look it, but I'm actually pretty busy here.
Does she really understand, though? At any rate, I'd better put this war to bed as soon as possible. The strategy meeting is complete chaos today. Well, we have a little time, so if they want to argue until they're blue in the face, I won't stop them. But I am going to sneak out and find something to nibble on, because I'm starving. Okay, there must be some fruit here. Huh?
Hey, Claudester.
Hey, Happy. Aren't you supposed to be in the meeting?
Yeah, but I got hungry and slipped out.
I didn't even notice you leave. You're even more slippery than I realized.
Well, it's not like the meeting will unfold differently if I decide to stick around. And since I'm not the only one who skipped out, I guess folks will have to be mad at us together.
Ha! Guilty as charged.
Still, the implications are different for me than they are for the great King Claudester. If someone gets mad at me, it's no big deal. But you probably get the wrath of everyone raining down on you for even the slightest misstep.
Sad but true.
Hey, so I know you love to run out and do stupid stuff like this sometimes. But did you take on all this responsibility because you wanted to? Or would you walk away if you found someone to take your place?
I already told you. There's a huge list of things I want to see accomplished, remember? And sure, it's a heavy burden, but that's all the more reason I can't let someone else shoulder it for me. It's up to me to carry my own water here.
Then I guess it's not enough for me to just give you my support.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm not really carrying anything at the moment, water or otherwise. So I was thinking it might be nice to take some of the load from you.
Just because you aren't as overloaded as me doesn't mean you don't have commitments. I don't know how I feel about burdening you with my, burdens.
Sure, but if you keep it to yourself and it crushes you, that doesn't help me either. I'm not as weak as you think I am.
Well, no matter what, it's all gonna work out.
It definitely will.
You know what? Maybe I'll take you up on that offer of help after all.
Whatever you need.
In that case, I'll start off with a tough one. How do we handle the fact we skipped out on the strategy meeting?
Well, I can't take that off your shoulders, so I'll stand there and take the scolding with you.
Scolding, huh? You called it the wrath of everyone like a minute ago.
Got any arrows left, Raphael?
This is my last one.
There are so many wolves. I can't believe we've run out of arrows.
Guess all your archery skill doesn't mean much if you don't have arrows, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it. At this point, we just have to take with...
Hang on, Leone. I got this. You've been helping me with archery, so now it's time for me to break out my specialty.
Raphael, that was amazing! You saved us!
It's all because you reinforced this bow for me.
Yeah, but I had no idea that's how you were planning to use it. I mean, you just grabbed it by the end and started thrusting it like a spear. No wonder those wolves ran off. You probably scared them all to death.
I'm just impressed this thing held up to all that punishment. Your enhancement saved the day, Leone. Still, the fact that I couldn't break it means I'll have to work out even harder till I can. Wait, no. That's a bad idea. And yet, my muscles are crying for some good breakage. I don't know, Leone. What do you think?
Hey, your muscles saved our hides, so if you want to smash that bow to splinters, knock yourself out. Still, I reinforced that thing pretty well, so you'll need to come at it with everything you've got. And if you do manage to snap it, I'll keep making new ones until I finally perfect a Raphael-proof bow.
Now that's an idea I can get behind! I'll do what I'm good at, building muscles, and you do what you're good at, building bows. That way, we can combine our powers to be the toughest fighting duo in all of Bodlin.
You may be right. I mean, I'm not sure if we'll be quite the force of nature you seem to think we'll be, but it'll definitely put our strong suits to good use. Say, do you remember what I said when I first helped you reinforce that bow? I told you you'd help me with your specialty one day, just like I was helping you with mine. And guess what? That's exactly what happened today. I think this is the start of great things for us.
I can't wait to see where we go from here.
I'll be counting on you, big guy.
Nice job, Leone. That's one of the biggest deer I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's gonna make for a fine feast. Well, let's start breaking it down and...
Well, what's wrong?
Ignatz, there's only one arrow in this deer.
Hey, you're right. That's weird. I thought both of us hit the mark, but I guess not.
These arrows are all standard issue, so there's no way to tell which one of us fired the kill shot. Well, my arrow felt great when I let it fly, so I think it's safe to assume this is mine.
Maybe. It didn't penetrate very deep, so it might actually be mine. I can't draw my bow back as far as you know. But, I mean, it could easily be yours too. I don't actually know for sure.
It's true that it's not too deep, and you do have great aim. Nope, it's mine. Has to be. The shot just felt too good when I let it go.
I guess one of us could have hit a different deer. Although, I haven't actually seen any others.
Doesn't matter. Pull the arrow out while I get ready to hang and skin it.
Okay, sure. Huh? Hang on, there's something in... Ah!
Hurry up, Ignatz. We've got to hang it and drain it before the blood congeals.
Leone, look! I found the other arrow!
Well, someone seems delighted. Where was it?
In the deer. There was a shadowed arrowhead inside the wound, and after I dug around a bit, I also found splintered fragments of a shaft.
Wait, so the first arrow hit the deer, and then the second one hit in the exact same place?
Sure seems that way. That would also explain why the arrow we found was so shallow.
Wow, that's seriously impressive.
Yeah, we weren't off by so much as an inch.
This is great news. I was so certain I'd hit the deer, but then I started doubting myself. I think it would have broken my brain if I was wrong.
I worried I was losing my touch, too.
We were thinking the exact same thing.
I know, right? That's too funny.
Honestly, you're such a crack shot, it would have been strange if you missed from that distance.
And no one hunts better than you, Leone.
Doesn't matter if we're hunting deer or trading blows on the battlefield. There's no one I'd rather have at my side than you.
Same here. Now, let's take care of this deer so we can start that feast.
There you are, Marianne. I've been searching the entire base for you.
Yuri, is something wrong?
This is what's wrong. Where do you think you're going at this hour? You know, I've been worried this whole time that you might actually leave like you said you would.
Oh no, I'm just walking my horse. I have him tied to the tree over there.
I just can't believe you'd ever think of... Wait, what? You're walking a horse?
We got a late start, but I always take him out on certain days.
Right then. It seems I worried for nothing.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
There's no need to apologize. I'm just glad my worries turned out to be unfounded.
But why are you so worried about me?
Actually, let me ask you a question. Could you turn a blind eye to a friend who says she'll be gone soon, and then can't be found anywhere?
The fact is, I have no worth to anyone here, so...
Okay, knock that off. You've got plenty of worth.
For one, there are things you can do that even I can't. In fact, this seems like a perfect chance to show you exactly why I was glaring at you that one day.
Yuri, is something wrong with Dorte?
So, your name's Dorte, hmm? That's a lovely coat you have there. I see someone has groomed you to... Achoo!
Are you alright? Are you better now? What happened?
Isn't it obvious? That sort of thing always happens whenever I get too close to horses or cats. And when the sneeze approaches, my eyes narrow reflexively. That's probably why it looked like I was glaring at you. Luckily, it's mostly just sniffles, so I don't go out of my way to tell people about it. Still, I probably should have told you from the start. Apologies for giving you the wrong idea, Marianne.
No, it's alright. It's really my fault for jumping to conclusions. And I'm sorry you had to pet my horse.
The next time you say sorry, I'm going to glare at you for...
Oh, would you mind if I tried some detoxifying magic on you? I'm not certain it will have any effect, but it may temporarily alleviate your symptoms at least.
Detoxifying, hmm? You know, if this works, it may help one of my lifelong dreams come true.
It would?
Most certainly. I'd love to go on a long trail ride, or pet a room full of friendly cats all afternoon.
I'm sorry, Yuri. I'm just so surprised. Those are truly wonderful dreams to have. And I would love to help you achieve them if I can.
I'd be glad to take you up on that offer. Do you see now why I said you aren't worthless? Now let's do this, Marianne. Hit me with the most powerful magic you've got.
Shammy, you gotta try this. It's so good.
What is it? A pastry?
Yep. They were leftovers for once, so I grabbed them. Want one?
Why not? Hand it over.
Pretty good, right?
Not bad.
It's nice to finally find a knight I can just hang out with. Well, former knight.
You never cared much for the Knights of Seiros, did you?
Nope. It's not like I hate them or anything, but there are just a lot of bad memories. All they do is push people around and make excuses.
The same could be said of anyone who's devoted to serving Rhea and the goddess.
Yeah. Except for maybe Al. Though, I guess he isn't a knight anymore either.
Al? You mean Alois? That's because he has a heart of gold. Even so, the Knights had so many rules and regulations. It was a pain. Not that I followed them, but still.
That sounds about right. No one tells Shammy how to live her life. Honestly, I can relate. That's why I ran away from my village when I was a kid. I didn't want to be tied down by their way of thinking, you know? I thought freedom was waiting for me out there. A great big world where I could go anywhere and do anything.
It's out there if you know where to look.
True enough. All kinds of people are definitely doing all sorts of things.
But the harsh reality is, no matter where you go, there's no such thing as true freedom.
You can say that again. I wish someone would have told me that when I was a kid. What's it like in Dagda? Pretty similar to Fodlan?
For the most part. It felt freer, in a way. But at the same time, more people doing whatever they want means more conflicts.
So it's a double-edged sword. Free also means free to fight, huh?
I guess. It definitely seemed that way. Maybe too much freedom can be a bad thing. If you're interested, we could visit Dagda someday. I could interpret for you.
I don't know. It depends on how things turn out in Fodlan. If living here gets rough, I'd probably consider it.
Then I guess you have the rest of the war to figure it out. I can help keep you alive on the battlefield, but it's up to you to survive.
Uh-oh. That sounded like a pretty knightly thing to say if you ask me.
Indeed. I will reflect upon my words.